Alright, hi everybody. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch chat. How are we doing today? Welcome back. We're on Final Fantasy XVI, first playthrough, day 9 now, I believe. I got a little bit of Titan's powers yesterday. We went back to Rosalith, our home city, and fought with Hugo Kupka a little bit and sucked out some of his powers and cut off his hands. It's fine. It was kind of brutal. It was fun though. I have to keep practicing his new abilities that I got to get a little bit better with them and fit them into my play style, but I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. Welcome back. Go back and get the hands for our mantle. Honestly, I thought about that. So then, in the hideaway, a girl named Mid, who is Sid's daughter, came back, and she's so fun and lively, and I kind of love her. And we're helping her right now to get some stuff set up at the hideaway for her. I love her. She's so fun. So we are at Martha's Rest at the moment. And we just need to go over and find where Bernard is. Because we need his carpentry assistance back at the hideaway. So that's what we're doing. Mid is so not mid. Hi Herb Skincare. CeraVe and oh my god, I started using Trader Joe's. It's like this aloe moisturizer in a little tub, and their hyaluronic acid and their sunscreen. Not for the face though. I haven't tried face sunscreen yet from them. I've been sleeping on. I love Trader Joe's for so much food, but I've been sleeping on their skincare, and I will say I am so pleased. And I use their jojoba oil now to wash my face. Oh my gosh. Like, I don't know if you really actually cared, but Trader Joe's skincare, I've been loving it for the past few weeks. You pronounce it correct? I think it's CeraVe or I don't know. I call it CeraVe, but I use their lightweight sunscreen or lightweight face sunscreen, and then their night lotion because I don't like too complicated, to be honest. Oh wait, I use their vitamin C serum too. I don't like too complicated, but I use 6 different things. And I wash my face, and I moisturize, and I wear sunscreen all the time, and I wear hats outside. The combat's fun in this. I like it. It's satisfying to like try different combos and try to do fancy fun things. It's like, it's cool. Gloom Widow. Well, speaking of the combat, let's just warm up a little bit. Also, do I want to change back to orange coloring? Kinda. I'm in the mood. I don't know how to get off. Oh, there we go. Okay, I feel like I'm asleep right now. What are we doing? Holy, I just one-shot him with that. Okay. Oh, I missed. I missed.
Fire and flame.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I would say personally, well, not personally, diet and drinking water are the most important thing for your skin. And sleep. But the sleep part's easier said than done in a lot of people's lives, so. But water and nutrition. Oh yeah, and the blood of children. Yeah. I forgot about I thought that was a given. What are these freaks doing over here? I'm killing them. Hello, losers. Wait, I have to try my new stuff. Okay, let me perfect parry you or perfect block. I I literally forgot what I was doing and I accidentally did the right thing, but I meant to do this. Oh, I meant to do... Struggle! I don't remember. How do I get his attention? Like this? There we go. Hey! Oh, I did it. Try again. There we go. Practicing. Practicing. Okay, good boy, Torvo.
When did you get so big?
Blood of my enemies? Yeah, but they have to be children. It has to be the youth. Chocobo. Ambrosia. Why are you...
Faster!
Wait, how do I get over there? Oh, I can go this way? Okay, cool. That is probably what Annabelle uses. So true. She's a psycho and she looks young still. What's my spirit animal? Chocobo.
Hi. If it ain't the lad who saved my life. What brings you to a place like this?
You do, Bernard. Martha said I might find you here. I have a proposition for you.
Oh, do you know?
I do. Come over to the hideaway and help us out.
Building a workshop, you say? Well, that beats tacking boards to bridges, sure enough. And if Martha didn't mind me being gone a while, then neither do I. You just tell me where you want me.
That's the spirit.
Heck yeah.
I couldn't ask a favor, though, could I? Before we go?
What,
Of
you need me to
course.
kill?
Well, that there is Cressida, where I grew up.
Oh.
Ain't much left of it now, though. Except my parents' graves.
Oh.
But I came up here hoping to visit. I even patched up the bridge to get across. Only to find the place crawling with fiends.
I'll kill them all for you.
But you're a dab hand when it comes to dealing with beasts and bogles, ain't you?
Bogles?
Any chance you could,
It's the least I can do.
well, thank you kindly. And take care.
Aw, I so will help you. I'll kill them all.
I'd be much obliged if you could rid the old place of nasties. And so would my ma and pa, I'm sure.
Stop. I can't believe Annabella's... Wait, Annabella's voice actress is always... or not always. Also Alan Wake's wife in Alan Wake 2.
This
They're
shouldn't
so
take long.
opposite. She's so evil. Oop. I did the wrong one, but it worked. I feel like to use Titan's powers, I need to be more patient, and that's so hard for me. Like, oh, I did it. Wait. Let's go. Okay, I like it. It's so satisfying.
Stay down!
The way he just said that? Excuse me? Like, yes, sir. Who the heck are you?
Help me, boy.
Hey, do it again. Oh, wait. Oh. Did I just get owned?
To me, boy. To me, boy.
Wait, I'm on the wrong thing. There's the big one. That's what I meant to do.
Help me, boy.
Volley freak. Okay, I'm sucking right now.
I needed that. I'm hurt, Torgal.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm getting alright at it. I'm getting okay. Oops. There's the combo stomp. That's what I meant to do. Oh, I sucked. I wanna... There we go. Oh, I missed. Deadly takedown, please. Thank you. Ba-da-da-da-da. Might as well. Can I get a precision dodge, please? Hey.
I'm hurt, Torgal.
Okay, I guess not. Maybe if I spam it? Nope. Okay, whatever. A little rusty today. That's okay. I'm getting the Titan stuff, so that's all that matters. Nalaki, thanks for 32. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Hi, Yasser. Well, welcome back. I'm here now. La da 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 da.
That should do it.
You made short work of that lot. Thank you, son. Now my folks can rest in peace once more.
How long is it since the village was abandoned?
Oh, people started packing their things after the duchy fell. Between the Blight and the Imperials, you just couldn't make ends meet. Must be nigh on a decade since the last wagon left. Oh, it may as well have been a century, looking at the place. This isn't the Cressida I remember.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't be. Can't live in the past, no matter how nice it might have been. Soon as I'm done saying a prayer for those that raised me, it's onto your hideaway. I'll meet you there.
Real. Too real right now.
That should take care of Mid's little list. Better head back before she thinks of anything else.
We have Titan now. Hugo Kupka got clapped. Let's just say he can't clap anymore. He's not dead, but he is gravely wounded. He is, let's say, lacking. Yeah, we disarmed him.
After it.
We cut his hands off and sucked some of his powers out, so... Oh, why didn't I go over? No, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, did it autosave? I wanted to go over and talk to him and see. Hold on. Excellent. Unless hopefully it didn't reload. I just want to see his town. Why would I not go look up here? Wait. Why are there spiders? Oh my god, whiffing. Oh, I suck. Wait, try again. Too slow. Or I'm too fast. You're too slow. No. Everybody get burned alive, thank you. Just want to look at his sad, dilapidated town. There's some treasure. 10 chunks. I still need some big purple item I forgot. Some rare crafting material. Hey, Sing. Really? Well, you're welcome. Thanks for joining me. I'm glad you finished it now. What the heck is here? There's gonna be a big thing here, I feel like. Oh gosh. What are you doing? What was that?
I've heard talk of.
Oop, wrong thing. Ooh, finally. Bitter. What?
Wake up!
Meow.
Titan!
Oops, I missed it. The midair, yeah, I like it. Hi Drew, how you doing? Good to see you. Hey!
Too slow.
Whee!
That's better.
I am not paying attention, that's my bad. Oops. Oh. Deadly takedown, please. There we go. Oh! I don't know what I just did. What? There we go. Oh! Why does it make me laugh so much? It's so silly. Give me one. Thank you. Okay. Thank you so much. Good boy.
What a fine hound.
Oh, you seem more excited. Okay, that was fun. I have not seen long legs. I've just seen like a couple of videos about long legs, but I feel like I've only seen like one half a clip from it. But no, I haven't seen it. All right, was that tall? You are, I see, really. I heard it is unsettling and weird. Okay, did I miss anything? I didn't see where his parents were. I don't watch a lot of scary movies anymore. I like unsettling and stuff. I don't know. I used to watch a lot of horror. Hi, Eric. Perfect. Yeah, of course I'll do DLC. I don't know when I'm supposed to do the DLC though. like in the story. I forgot to Google that. Google. I guess I could have you guys tell me without spoilers though. Like don't tell me yet unless I need to do something. I don't know. But don't tell me yet, please. Oh, there he is. There he is. I was looking.
Ma? Pa? I'm sorry I ain't been back to see you in so long, but I got some news for you. I'm to be wed.
What the hell? Why is this game being in my heart right now? Why is it Bernard and I are too real right now? I don't like any of this. I'm going home. Wait, what did you say? Hi, Coda. Strongly recommend doing it after the story. Oh, both of them? The game will tell you when it's available? Okay. Okay, because I'd seen real quick that one of them you could do before the story was over and then another after maybe, but I don't really know. I didn't look into it because I was scared to look. Hello, SS. I mean, I'm sure you could, but I probably should wait for pacing. Yeah, I figured.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again. Drawing on the deckings.
Drawing on the decking. They would. Hi,
I
Ollie.
heard. Meg's building a workshop down in the stalls.
She is.
Suppose space is the right thing to do.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain tenderness.
Goots?
Goots,
Yeah, okay.
meanwhile, is as burly as
True.
Shouldn't you be getting some rest?
Hello, Mid.
All right, Clive. You've all done then?
I am. I've placed your various orders, and a carpenter by the name of Bernard is on his way from Martha's
Bernard?
Rest.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Clive.
Is there anything else you need?
Nope. Blackthorn and Lady Karen have already sent over everything I asked for, and I've got all my plans drawn up. So as soon as Bernard gets here, we can get to work.
Get to it.
I can't wait.
She's so cute. I did it. She's so cute, and I love her accent, and she's so cute. Leveled up again. Let's go. Let's go. Breath of Earth, wind up. Reduces wind up cooldown time.
That's my good deed for the day done. Let's see how Jill's faring.
Okay. Okay, sounds good, Drew.
Did Bernard say how long he was going to be? I mean, it's fine, but I hope he comes soon.
I mean, it's fine. I can't even do that accent. There's some side things that I need to take care of before I check on Jill. Oh, but there is something in there, so I guess we can go in there first. I'm just gonna go in there and ignore Jill. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
What's everyone whispering about?
Let's go grab this one first. Oh, hey! Hi, Doris.
Do you have a moment, Sid? A team of cursebreakers has gone missing near Northreach.
Which team?
Coles. They were sent to liberate a carriage of bearers before they could be smuggled to market. They were moving in for their assault when the carriage was attacked by goblins.
By goblins. Don't do that. I love her voice, Anna. I know. So cool. So
The
cool.
cursebreaker managed to release a Stolus amid the confusion, but this was days ago. They should be back by now, but I've heard nothing from any of them. I can't help but worry that...
They know the work is dangerous. but I'm sure they're fine.
But what if I've got them all killed? Before they go out, I always remind them why we're doing this, what they escaped, and what we're freeing people from. But I never really thought how my words might affect them. What risks they might take because of the things I've said.
I'll go and find them.
I'll go and find them. We'll both rest easier knowing they're safe.
Thank you, Sid. And I'm sorry to trouble you with this. The plan was to intercept the slaver somewhere in the Dragon's Eyrie. I can't tell you much more than that, I'm afraid.
That should be enough to go on. If they were there, Torgal will track them down.
Let me see. Do I have any... I don't think I have any new... No new hunts. Okay, let's just do this real quick then, and then we'll go in the infirmary. Just in case, you know? We gotta go search for Cole's party. Northreach. Michelle, she's just in the infirmary. She's resting. She needs to rest a little longer.
Slavers don't even bother with Northreach now that all the hype
Hi, Cubit.
south.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Yeah!
God of War 2018. Yeah, she is not allowed to prime.
You
Hello?
deserve a rest.
Squad?
Cole, I'm glad you're in one piece.
Just about. Sid, if you don't mind me asking, what are you doing here?
Doris sent me to find you. She hasn't heard anything since the attack. She's been worried about you.
I sent a runner to the Dame in Northreach. The hideaway should have learned of our survival yesterday.
Oh.
Well, I'm here now. And it looks like you freed the bearers.
Only some. The rest locked themselves in the slaver's carriage rather than fleeing when they had the chance.
Oh.
I want to help them, Sid. But we're barely in any state to protect those few we did save.
You made the right decision. Now where's the carriage?
The goblins may still be out there.
You have duties to attend to here. See to the injured. I'll handle the rest.
All right. Just follow the path to the south. You'll come across the carriage soon enough.
Yes, sir.
And please, hurry. If the beastmen get to those bearers, the poor souls will be eaten alive.
I won't let that happen.
Thank you. And Sid, it's good to see you.
It is good to see
Don't thank me just yet.
you too, Cole, I might say.
When the goblins drove off the slaver's guard, I thought they might be doing us a favor. Damn fool.
Bum, 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 bum. They're literally right here? This is very
They're
close.
trying to get into
Oh
the carriage.
no, goblins. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-bum. Can I... Hello? Hello? What's happening right now? What? How was that not precision? Lay it on me. Okay, I was slow. Listen, this guy distracted me over here. I feel like Titan powers make me slow down too much. Oh my god. Then I go too slow. Wait, I'm gonna get it. Oh. What?
Fire and flame!
Did I just interrupt my couch? Alright, this time I'm gonna do it. Ready? Thank you. Thank you. Untouchable trophy. Thank you. I didn't know he was gonna keep attacking. Oh my god, see you later. Oops, too far. Alright, I want to get this one though, hold on. Come on. Thank you so much, I was craving it. Can I get a... Oh, too slow. Oh, come on. Oh, I hate the timing. Fudge. That was so bad.
To me, boy. Nice try.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get it. Ready? Oh, that's overkill, but okay. There we go. You never do. Yeah, I keep trying to do the Raging Fist like perfect block timing because it's really satisfying. Like all my triangle abilities are like parry or like timing abilities.
Who are you?
Clive.
A friend. Are there any more survivors? Why didn't you flee with the others? If the goblins had made it through that door, you wouldn't have stood a chance.
Why should we run? One miserable death's no worse than another.
Stop.
Perhaps. But we're here to give you another choice. Freedom, safety, the life you've been denied. Come with us. Let us protect you.
Sid, I couldn't just let you... You weren't too late then. Thank the gods.
This man risked his life to save yours. To give you a second chance.
Fine. Do with us what you will.
What we'll do with you is take you to safety. After that, it's up to you. Your lives are your own now.
You can leave the rest to us, Sid. We'll get everyone back to the hideaway.
Thank you. I'll let Doris know we're expecting new arrivals.
We did it.
My team needs proper medical attention, but we'll get our new companion settled first.
Why risk your lives to free the likes of us?
That's what I'm all about.
What could you possibly gain?
It's what I'm all about. That's all I do. Alright, no. Alright, now time to go back. Let's go into the infirmary and see. Oh, I guess I could do this. Pressing to hit 30 instead of 10? Wait, what do you mean? Just attacking a bunch? Doris.
Sid, welcome back. A Stolas from the Dame arrived not long after you left. If I'd just waited a little longer, I might have been able to deal with things myself. Or maybe I wouldn't. I keep making the wrong decisions.
No, it's okay.
Cole and the others got home safely. You made exactly the right decision.
No, I was lucky. I've been tracking that slaver for months, and then I sent Cole and you after them woefully unprepared. What kind of leader sends people into danger without considering all the risks? I should have urged greater caution, told Cole to be wary, to pull back at the first sign of trouble.
We swore the same oath as you, Doris.
Yeah.
It's good to see you safe and well, Cole. I'm sorry.
With all due respect, we cursebreakers don't risk our lives because you commanded of us. We risk them because we believe in our cause. No one with doubts ever joins our ranks. The agony of removing the brand more than sees to that.
We all know how much bravery that takes.
Cole, I never doubted your courage. Only my ability to see it put to good use. Thank you for your faith in me. I'm not sure I deserve it.
Believe in yourself.
I sometimes
Doris.
wonder if I might prefer to risk death alongside the others than ask it of them. But I'm a cursebreaker. I swore an oath too. I have a role to play, and I must trust that I'm the right one to play it.
You will. In time.
Hell yeah, so encouraging. The weight of command. Reduce rising flame cooldown by 2 seconds. Nice. There she does. I know. I like her. I follow her. We follow each other on Instagram. It's so cool. She's been in here before. I think just once.
Welcome
Yeah,
to the
she is
Patron's
so cool.
Whisper. Your benefactors are a
Yeah.
generous lot.
Not long ago, I was accosted by footpads as I walked the gilded path and would have perished alone in the desert had not the cursebreakers come to my aid. I owe them my life. May this token serve them well.
All yours.
Dire Wolf Jess.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Desiree. What was I doing? Temporarily increase attack proficiency with each precision dodge. Wait, that's this one. I was like, that's berserkering. Increase combo damage by 5%. We don't need defense. I don't die. Yeah, Anna Dimitro. Yeah, she's so cool. All right, let's go. Jill?
Ah, Clive.
Talia. How's Jill?
Recovering, but she still needs her rest.
How long should the rest for?
Of course.
I miss her.
Take good care of her, won't you?
I'll do my best. Oh, Gav was looking for you. He said he had something to show you in the shelves.
The shelves. Oh, that's right. He went to ask Hippocrates about Torgor.
Oh yeah.
He must have found something.
But what are you looking at? Rodrigue.
You have the look of a man with the twins upon his shoulders, Rodrigue.
Rodriguez.
Talia has tasked me with removing a cursebreaker's brand. But it's my first time and I don't think I can do it. I'm afraid of what happens if I fail. You survived, I know, but here as many die as recover. Is it really worth the risk?
You don't need me to answer that. You know full well what we're fighting for. I hope as much as you that one day bearers can walk among others as equals.
Hell
But
yeah.
until that day, a brand is a burden. And we must lift that burden in order to go undetected. The operation may be dangerous, but it's also essential. And we undergo it willingly.
I know. I still wish there was some other way.
I was just thinking about and wondering
Griping
about
my lot helps no one, I suppose. Don't worry.
them removing.
I'll
their
do what
brands.
must be done.
I know you will.
Unfortunately, the first thing that needs doing is the preparation of a draft to dull the pain. Something I can't do with the infirmary's ammonia supply so low. What few leaves we have would barely be enough for removing a splinter, let alone a brand.
He does seem desperate.
Just tell me what you need.
You'll go? Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
No one knows Herblord like Talia, and she swears by ammonia for easing pain. It's simple enough to find, if you know where to look, and fortunately for you, I do. Along the river near the village of Amber over in Rosaria. Just search for the bright blue blossoms.
Bright blue blossoms. Okay, yes, sir. Yeah, I love Sekiro. I think I beat Sekiro twice. I don't remember. The first time I ever played it though, like when it first came out, I never beat it. And then I think my playthrough on YouTube is the first time I ever played the whole game and beat it, I'm pretty sure. And then maybe I played it again after, or I wanted to, and then... No, maybe I only beat it fully one time. I can't remember, but it's on YouTube.
I overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
Thanks.
I overheard your little chat with Rodrigue. It's good of you to help.
Jill, keep resting. Maybe you should lay down.
I'm feeling a lot better, thanks to Taya's remedies. But she insists I rest.
Bum, 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 bum. Okay, let's go get them that medicine real quick, and then we'll keep going. It's just right here. Just a short little trip. Real close. Yeah, Sekiro is one of my favorite. It's just so satisfying to play. I love flower collecting. Bright blue blossoms. Bright blue blossoms.
The river was easy enough to find. Now for those herbs.
Hello, riled raptor. Take this. Thank you so much. Oops.
All yours,
Wait, what the hell? Oh, I thought I was on the other thing. Easy peasy. Yeah, it's so satisfying. We need Aerith.
This is the only plant around here with blue flowers. I hope it's the right one.
Looks good to me. Do no harm.
Should be enough to keep the infirmary stocked for a while. Hopefully this will put Rodriguez's mind at ease.
Perfect. That was easy. I told you it'd be a quick trip.
I hope you didn't have too much trouble finding the ammonia.
Literally the least trouble I've ever had.
Only the usual.
Oh, yes. This is it. And more than I was expecting. I dare say the patient won't feel a thing. That is, unless I...
You'll do fine. Taya trusts you. Which means I trust you. The hideaway would be lost without skilled physicers like yourself.
Thank you for the kind words. Truly. But
what?
I'm sorry. I'm still terrified.
Nobody believes in themselves fully.
The brand is more than just ink on flesh. It's a death sentence. Milk of the wyvern tail lurking just below the surface of the skin. One ill-conceived incision. A single slip. And the poison fouls the patient's blood.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Failure means death. And even success means tremendous pain. Days of agony as the wound heals.
I didn't know that.
I became a physiker to help people, not to kill them. I don't want to kill anyone.
Aww.
Cursebreakers lead hard lives. And the operation is only the beginning. They toil in the shadows, risking life and limb, knowing their efforts will win them neither glory nor acclaim. And yet we have no shortage of volunteers.
Damn.
The day I decided that I would take Sid's name was the same day Taya took my brand.
I remember. It wasn't long after we came here. What little medicine Talia managed to salvage from the wreckage of the old place had been used up treating the wounded.
Ooh.
She begged that your operation be delayed until a new supply of antalgics was found.
We did unmedicated.
Procedure was even more dangerous back then. Only a few souls had undertaken it. Doris, Cole, a handful of other cursebreakers, and those who are no longer with us. Those who lost their lives in the process. It wasn't something to be done lightly.
Damn.
No. But it was something I had to do, if I was to take Sid's name. He always led from the front, and never asked anyone to take a risk for his cause that he was unwilling to take himself, even if he knew that it might cost him his life.
Hold still, Clive! Hold still!
Oh my god.
I knew there'd be pain. That I might not survive. And I was afraid. But I also knew that if I didn't overcome that fear, that pain, then I would never be able to call myself Sid.
I didn't know.
That was cool.
We all want our brands removed. But it's a decision each of us must make for ourselves, on our own terms. Rodrigue, I know your work isn't easy, but neither is going under the knife. Be a shoulder for your patients to lean on. Stay strong for them.
You sound like Talia. Do you know what she once told me? It's natural for a patient to feel like they're suffering in solitude. And it's a physicist's duty to see that they don't. Thank you for helping me remember that. I won't falter. Not again.
Oh, I like that quest. Oh, what the heck? That's crazy, because literally when I was just talking to Doris in the quest before this, I was like, I wish we could have, or like wondered about them removing their brands, and like I thought it in my head, and then the next quest literally just showed me. That's crazy.
Damn the bastard who thought to mix branding ink with the foulest poison known to man.
Yep.
Since then,
That's insane.
bearers have only ever had two choices. Court the crystal's curse in service of their masters, or defy the brand and suffer the wyvern's wrath. Either way, it's an agonizing death.
Jesus. That's crazy. Bum, 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 bum. Does she have a different... There's no way she does, right?
Blackthorn may
Okay.
be the manliest of men, but he does lack a certain...
Hello, Kimmy.
The little uns have been up to their old tricks again.
Drawing on the decking this time.
Jill looked white as a sheet when they brought her back. I dreaded.
Yeah, the main event did go further a little, though. It was just one quest, though, so I wasn't sure. Yeah, we're in the same place, Kimmy. We're just helping Mid, Sid's daughter, set up a workplace here at the hideaway.
Clive, where have you been?
Running
I've been wanting
errands.
to ask you something about Torgal.
What? I don't know. Oh, yeah.
Where did you get him? Like, in the first place?
Oh,
My father brought him back from one of his expeditions into the Northern Territories. They were crossing a snowfield when they heard his cries, and seeing no sign of his pack, they took him in.
What do you reckon, Tomes?
It certainly adds weight to the theory.
what theory?
Clive, I believe that Torgal may be no mere hound, but a rare frostwolf, an animal native to the far northern reaches of Valisthea. In one of our oldest bestiaries, I found reference to a Frostwolf who served as guardian to an ancient queen of the north. Such was his mastery over ether, he could cast magics on command. His name was Fenrir.
Fenrir the Frostwolf.
Now, the annals do not state it explicitly, but I have reason to believe this queen was a dominant of Shiva, a girl from the Northern Territories and her faithful hound. One awakens as the dominant of Shiva, and the other?
You're saying that Jill granted Torgal his powers?
Cool.
What?
Just like Fenrir. People called him my hound, but Torgal and Jill were inseparable.
Yep.
He grew up as a faithful companion to the dominant of Shiva, and years later, his powers awakened, just when his master needed him the most.
You're right. If it weren't for Torgal blasting those bastards to Kingdom Come, Jill would have been for it.
Quite. Though Torgal's power is his own, his latent birthright as a Frostwolf.
Cool.
It had only to be unlocked.
That's why he has the
Get
frost
you,
skin.
Torgal.
You're an even finer hound than we thought.
And regarding your original concern, you need not fear for Torgal's health.
Oh, good.
Why, the beast has the appetite of a behemoth. Just this very morn, I found him with his nose buried in my nuts.
Sorry. Sorry?
There you are! I've been looking everywhere for you. Bernard's here. I need you to introduce us so we can get to work.
I shall be a moment.
Sorry. Jeez. Why? He just said that. Oh my god. Crunchy Fox can't keep getting away with this. What the hell? That was so random. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Dude, sorry, that was just so crazy. He said it, I know the way he said it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So stupid. Okay, however, fiercely protective. However, it emerges that he's much more than a mere scenthound. He's a rare frost wolf, imbued with a sorcerous strength that he is able to call upon to defend his allies in times of crisis. He's taken the orphan twins, Tet and Crow, as his apprentices, though they have yet to prove the most attentive audience. Gav, the best, lost an eye during Hugo Kupka's attack. Build how his scouting senses remain undimmed. Technology, Bernard. The hideaways, owning and poning. We're gonna win. Oh, he's smiling. Oh man, okay. Sorry. We're building. We did it. Sometime later. Cute.
Isn't it brilliant?
It's great.
It is.
Whoa, that...
Well, I couldn't have done it without you. You and everyone else.
The countertop.
But I promise I'll pay you back. I'm gonna work my fingers to the bone for you lot. Starting right now. Just you wait. I'll make wonders like this world's never seen.
Then I look forward to seeing them.
She's so cute. Yeah, he is so cool. Look at that, this slab of...
Now that that's settled, I wonder if Vivian's made any progress tracking down Kupka.
This is from like the ancient ruin stuff. That's like crazy. I want that as my kitchen island. Hey, occult.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
I promise.
Thanks from before, son. That was a good deed you did me. Only right I do you one in return. Though I did wonder if I'd bit off more than I could chew when Mid showed me her plans for the place. If she hadn't been there to tell me what to do, I wouldn't have known where to start.
I love her accent too. Kalina, engineer.
We have everything we need to begin work in earnest.
And work in earnest we shall.
Heck yeah. All right, I believe in y'all. This game from Castlevania, really? All right, y'all keep working. I'm gonna go keep working up here.
I wish Miss Middledore would let us help her with her dungeoneering. I wonder what she's going to dungeoneer next.
Let's go and ask her.
Oh, they're so cute and branded. Dungeoneering. I don't know. All right, let's go check in with Vivian, see if she has info on Kupka. Lords of the Shadow Star, so good you must cry.
I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon. Don't want to get roped into her experiments.
I wonder if Asta's gonna have a crush on Mid now.
Blackthorn may be the manliest of men.
We didn't really finish the quest, that's why. Alrighty.
Finally got Mid out of your hair, have you?
For now.
Enjoy the quiet. Doubt it'll last long.
It was crazy. I call it cut his hands off. Hi, Viv.
How goes the hunt for Kupka?
Largely in circles.
Oh.
We have myriad sightings of strange soldiers in unexpected places, but nothing definitive as yet. If only we knew for certain by what route he left Rosalith.
Well, keep at it. If anyone can piece this puzzle together, it's you.
He left by being carried with
And I'm willing to wait as long as it takes.
But not that long. Oh, we're really gonna just wait here while she figures it out?
What? Here?
Would that be a problem?
Do you know, Clive? I believe it a mercy that you didn't inherit your father's throne. Your poor people would surely live in fear of you.
You have nothing to worry about on that front. I won't be claiming his crown.
That is a relief.
Clive, have you got a minute?
What's up?
We, have a guest.
A guest?
What kind of guest? Who? I'm sorry?
For your trouble.
Oh,
It's
Uncle.
a pleasure, in hindsight. Uncle Byron? Clive, my boy!
Hi, Uncle.
Tap a cask and stoke the ovens for your favourite uncle is here!
Yay, I love him. Hi, Uncle Byron. I love him. Unky. Whoa. Meanwhile, pretty. Oh my gosh. Twin side, the Holy Empire of Sunbrook. Look how gorgeous. Holy. Seat of the Imperial Court.
The Dalmekian government sues for peace. How shall we respond?
If they're willing to accept their fault in the matter, I see no reason to refuse them.
Still, we must insist on substantial reparations.
Twinside stores are not as bottomless as reported.
Dion is so pretty.
And we have many more mouths to feed. We shall just have to have the Dalmex empty their treasuries for us.
Of course,
The poor
none
kid.
of this would have been possible without your timely intervention, Prince Olivier.
Indeed, I doubt any of us would have had the courage to trade words with the mighty Titan, nor less the wit to win him over.
The Empire owes you a great debt.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you, Your Highness.
May the blessing of the crystals go with you.
Very good.
You know, in Game of Thrones, that mom and kid.
Now, let us come to the question of precisely when the Dalmex will withdraw their troops.
Dion's fire could rid us of them in mere moments. The men of the Fist will not withdraw until a peace treaty is concluded. So let us keep the negotiations open, give them time to gather what gold and trinkets they can, and once they deliver that which we demand, what worth is a piece of parchment?
His armor is so cool.
Your Radiance, were Prince Dion to take the field, the enemy would surely send their own dominant to meet him.
That'd be
And while
sick.
His Highness would of course prevail, there would be heavy losses on both.
You need not fear Hugo Kupka. He is engaged on the Western Front. Even were the Dalmex to send for him, he would not arrive in time.
Plus, he's unarmed.
As much as I would
gonna
enjoy
keep saying
witnessing a clash between Bahamut and Titan, it is not to be.
And what of your subjects, Your Radiance? If the fighting spread to the city proper, the people would bear the brunt of it.
So true.
There will be losses, it is true. Yet for every citizen who falls, another can be bred. For every home that burns, another can be built. The Empire will live on.
Okay.
Dion?
Yes, sire.
Pretty. Him and his flowers.
Prepare for battle.
But sire...
Do not make me repeat myself. Return to your camp and await my orders.
He scares me.
If that is your wish, Your Radiance, I shall depart at once.
Don't look at me, you freak. Crush it when you get outside.
May Gregor forgive you.
What do the astrologers augur?
The stars are in agreement, Your Radiance. The shadow of treachery hangs over Prince Dion.
The Emperor is an astrology girly.
So Annabella's tales were true. You disappoint me, Dion.
Shut up. Oh yeah, it is his toy. Yo, oh, wyvern tail. Oh. Wyvern tail. Elegant white flower that is a symbol of the Holy Empire of Sambrek. Someone said something about Hojo. I don't know. I am having a hard time. Annabella, like, might be as... She definitely is as disgusting as Hojo to me. I don't know if I can pick one yet. I haven't finished... Like, I still have a part 3 for FF7 to go. And I still have to finish this game. So I can't choose who I hate more. But I hate them both. So much. Dion. I like him. He should betray his father. Who won his throne at least partly by virtue of his son Dion having awakened as the dominant of Bahamut. Astrologer, members of the Gregorian clergy who divine the future from the movements of the heavens. It has long been custom for the astrologers of the imperial court to share their auguries only with the emperor, granting them significant political influence, provided, that is, that the emperor of the day shares Sylvester's inclination to heed their advice. Former capital, Crystalline Dominion. Imperial capital. Unilateral maneuver by the Holy Empire. So this is where, they moved from Oriflamme to Twinside, right? Like they were in Oriflamme and then we blew that up and then they moved here. Yep, okay, cool. Poor Prince Olivier.
What
Cool.
on earth is Uncle Byron doing here? Only one way to find out.
Uncle. I love the meanwhiles. I think it's so fun and cool.
The little ones have been up to
Oh my god, I want to see Dion more. I
around
really
here.
like him. His outfit's so cool. Oh yeah, it's not his fault that he's creepy. Mama's boy. Just like I was saying in Game of Thrones. The little breastfeeding boy who's almost a teenager. Isn't she Catherine or Lady Stark's sister? I think that's right.
Well, fuck me. Never thought I'd see the day Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses came to tea.
Liza Aaron, that's right. I haven't watched in so long. So creepy and nasty. And it's not the kid's fault, even though the kid in Game of Thrones was a little freak. Hi, Uncle.
Ah, my dear nephew. How I've missed you.
How did you find this place, Uncle?
Through the good offices of young Sir Wade. He really is the most helpful fellow.
I love him.
As are you, I hear. The Guardians and those they freed tell the most outlandish tales of your heroics in Rosalith. Which is why I came, to learn the full truth of the matter. Sort the fact from the fiction, so to speak.
You were working with the Guardians of the Flame to evacuate the people of Rosalith to Port Isolde.
I was, aye.
Then I have questions for you. Please, come inside, Uncle.
Gladly. You there? There are 2,000 gold talents in those chests. See that they're added to my nephew's coffers, would you?
2,000?
And I'm afraid that is all I know.
A fleet sailing south past Port Isolde. Most intriguing.
Forgive me for not being able to tell you more. I hadn't the faintest idea Kupka withdrew wounded from Rosalith. Still less that my own nephew dealt the decisive blow.
Yeah, I did.
What do you think, Vivian?
I think, with this news of the Dalmekian fleet and recent reports of the Royalists' movements, that the final piece of the puzzle has fallen into place. Come here and I'll show you.
Yes, ma'am. Rich uncle. Yeah, I want to put his original outfit back on for sure. I like it.
It is known that Kupka's forces entered Rosaria via its unguarded coast. So can the same be said of your visitors from Waloed? Certainly, her Royal Navy is famed for the efficiency with which it bears her knights from one battlefield to the next. And in the Einherjar, or Black Galleon, she boasts a vessel nigh as swift and every bit as feared as the kingdom's legendary cavalry. A fitting flagship for a land apart, her naval presence being crucial to her ambitions beyond Ash. Yes, it seems safe to assume that the Royalists did indeed enter Rosaria from the sea. So then, had you a vested interest in Titan's survival, whither would you take him? Why, home to Drake's Fang, a place rich enough in ether to conjure the magics needed to mend his hurts.
No, don't mention.
But would that not entail an arduous voyage around the southern cape? Let us say that the Royalists did put ashore with a mind to spirit Kupka away from under your very nose. Could that truly have been their plan for him? To load him aboard one of the ships flying Republican colors sighted off the coast near Port Isolde?
No.
To spend weeks at sea, being tossed hither and yon by unforgiving waves, his life hanging in the balance?
No, they're gonna cut through.
No. The journey would mean Titan's death, and Kupka's faithful creatures would not allow it. So what then was the plan of our Waluda friends? Reports suggest they made not for the coast, but for the desert.
So true.
And by cutting through the Velcroy, a party traveling light would have Titan back in his bed days before a galley could lurch into port. To wit, it was the Royalists, not the Republicans, who effected Hugo Kupka's safe retreat. I would stake your life on it.
I'm following you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So it was the Waluders who spirited the wretch away.
I could have told you that I saw the guy.
Now I think about it, there was something a little strange about the ships I saw. The men seemed almost crestfallen, as if in mourning, as if they believed, or were made to believe, that their master was dead.
You have a keen mind, Lord Rosfield. And you have your answer. To find Kupka, you have merely to follow the Royalist trail across the Velcroy. It may well have gone cold by now, but as they say in the Republic, all roads lead to Drake's Fang.
Allow me to accompany you part of the way. As luck would have it, I had intended to journey Candlewood on business after visiting you here. The Fang would be but a short detour.
Okay, come on.
I'd be glad of the company. Give me a moment to make ready.
Wait, is Jill gonna still rest?
I need to tell my friends what we've learned. And where we're going.
Very well, but be quick about it, my boy. Time waits for no man.
My boy. Yes, sir. Oh, I love when he smiles. Just faintly smiles. Family trip. Yeah, because probably Jill has to keep resting. That made sense, though. All right, let me go tell.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear. With a little help from Sid, of course.
A little help.
Of course. Our new leader's no better at resisting her wheedling than the old one was.
Okay, let's go change. I want to put on the default outfit first.
Hurry and make ready, my boy.
Okay.
We must sally forth.
Little uns have been up to their old
I have to
tricks again.
change.
Who's this blue blood? One of Sid's associates?
Family, more likely.
He's my uncle.
I heard tell he's highborn.
I'm highborn too. We must sally forth. Some of the accents just remind me. I played Anno 1800. I really like that game, but I love the accent of the ships. The people, like when the ships say stuff. I don't know how to explain it unless you've played it. When they say their lines, I'm like, I love that. So satisfying. And the announcer in that game's just satisfying. Do we want to be Frosty Toggle now? We'll just be normal. I put normal Jill on and normal Clive. And then I'm gonna put back on my dad's weapon. Ooh, actually, Flame Tongue is kind of sick. We just want Invictus though. I can't help it. Oh, that one's so cool though. Actually, nah.
Sid's going to find Kupka and finish the job.
Yeah, I am.
That's right. We're safe here.
Who is that? Oh. He looked a little cuter from the side. Yeah, I'm gonna cut off Kupka's feet this time, too.
Boy soldiers with their ruby stain, stick steeds fed to the fire, shall never burn away the pain, till one man tops the pyre.
How many limbs will I cut off before I kill him? That's a
Who's
good
your
question.
gentleman friend, Clive? Something in the way he dresses tells me he isn't an escaped bearer.
So true.
Mid's finished outfitting her little workshop, I hear.
Is she gonna have a crush on my uncle? I'm just kidding. I still don't think I've finished a segment of the quest.
Blackthorn
Okay,
may
okay,
be the
okay.
manliest
I'm
of
obsessed with
men.
her. Otto, I have an update.
Otto, Kupka's at Drake's Fang. I'll be leaving before sunset.
You're not going in there alone, are you?
Don't worry. I'm not going there to destroy the Mother Crystal. All I'm after is
Why
Kupka's head.
not?
I won't risk any more than I have to. I promise.
The Lancer and the Fang are all Kupka's personal fiefdom. You have any trouble on the way, you ask for Rosina Dalimil.
Okay.
Some call her the Desert Hare.
Who is she?
An old associate of Sid's, and only Sid's.
Oh.
All I know is the name, and that they used to meet at the Dalimil Inn.
Oh.
We've heard nothing from her since he died. But I'm thinking maybe the new Sid might be able to bring her back into the fold.
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind.
So, what about your uncle? I mean, he's welcome to stay, but...
He's coming with me.
Don't look so worried. He'll be coming with me.
Thank fuck for that.
Gav, Otto, I'm leaving you two in charge.
You can count on us.
Alrighty.
Ah,
Gav,
my favorite pupil.
Ask about Mid.
We met under curious circumstances.
I think it's fair to say. It was during my time at the university. I had returned to my lecture hall to collect some notes and discovered Mid crouched under the lectern, sketching some design or other by candlelight. It transpired that she had fashioned a key and had been using my classroom as her own secret study, a place of quiet refuge from overzealous tutors and the like.
Naturally.
I insisted she leave, but Mid being Mid, she refused to take no for an answer, and before I knew it, I had not only allowed her to continue her late-night studies, but had agreed to take her on as a pupil into the bargain. Though I soon wished I hadn't. Her refusal to defer the authority was to defer to authority was no less evident in my lectures. Was this my reward for years of painstaking study, I wondered? To be teased and tormented by some oil-stained stripling who seemed to delight in my discomfort?
Still,
our time together was not entirely disagreeable, not least because it was she who unearthed the plot against my life and encouraged you to come and whisk me away to safety. And so I came to take refuge in the base of operations, just as she once did in mine. Ask about Byron?
Lord Byron Rothfield.
Of the 7 High Houses, protector of Port Isolde. Isolde? And your uncle, no less.
I heard tell.
He was an adventurous soul, and journeying alone to the secret lair of the villainous Cid the Outlaw would certainly seem to give truth to such rumors. He'll make a valuable ally, and a generous one, I hope, and his connections among the nobility will surely prove useful. Perhaps we will soon be inviting the heads of the remaining high houses to a grand soiree here in the hideaway. I must practice my steps.
Your nemesis awaits, Clive. You have merely to cross a burning desert, then worm your way into the bowels of an enemy fortress. Best of luck.
Well, thanks.
May the winds of fortune be forever at your back, Cid.
Thanks.
Don't say that.
Oh.
The last thing you need when you're crossing the desert is for the wind to pick up.
True. Gav, what you think?
What's wrong, Gav?
It's this gold your uncle gave us. Are you sure it's all right for us to take it?
My uncle isn't easily refused, especially where dispersing his wealth is concerned.
But 2,000 talents. I don't even know how much that is in Gil.
It's the price of a quayside mansion in the Crystalline Dominion. He sold one to fund our endeavor.
Oh my gosh.
He was hoping to part with it anyway, what with war brewing in the region. And, luckily for him, a Sambraquan noble was willing to pay over the odds for a foothold in the Holy Emperor's neighborhood.
But still, 2,000 talents? I mean, is it normal for nobles to give away that kind of money?
No.
It's normal for my uncle.
Fuck me. Oh, the other half live here?
Well, now that we've got a few gil to rub together, do you think it'd be all right if I splashed out on a few bottles of Lost Wing's finest?
Here, leave some for the rest of us, Otto. If he's filling his cellar, I'm filling our larder, starting with a barrel of the best salt-cured northern salmon.
I'll leave you to decide how best to use it. Just don't spend it all at once, all right?
I've never seen a crate full of gil before, let alone 2. Your uncle certainly knows how to make an entrance.
I heard they caught Rosina the Desert Hare on account of how little escapes her ears. That and her habit of bolting at the first sign of danger. But if she knew Cid was looking for her, she might just be tempted back out of her burrow.
Her burrow. Okay, I just want to check with mid first, too. Wait, I want to see Jill.
Jill's staying here, and that's that.
Fine.
I should have never let her go with you to Rosalith.
Whatever.
I'm fine, Clive, really. I just need some rest.
Fine. I only spoke to him during the quest.
Thank you, Cid, for coming back to us.
Aw.
You're the glue keeping this place together.
Oh, I try. I love your dress. I talked to him never.
I think I'll wait till Mid's away to take a tour of her dungeon.
Oops. I'm working on it, okay?
I wish Miss Middledore.
Thanks for letting me do this, Clive. I'll pay you back, I promise.
Let's go and ask her.
Is it the skill tree all over again? Maybe.
Who's this blue?
Who's this blue blood?
Maeve knows how to...
Oh, sorry. Sorrow's faded form. rose is a rose. Alright, I'll go. Let me look.
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next? A bigger water cleaner thingy, maybe? One that can make the whole lake all nice and clear?
That could certainly be profitable, especially as crystals become scarcer and scarcer. Perhaps we should ask what she'd need to build such a thing.
Look how little I look compared to Goots. Wait, I don't even know where he is. Oh yeah, I never
Sid's
go
going
in
to
here.
find Cooker and finish the job.
Yeah, he is.
That's right. We're safe
Hello. I'm not one to go into
Tane
the...
says he's looking for books about Torgal. I know. Let's write one.
Hello.
Is there something I might assist you with, Clive?
I haven't even talked to you at all.
Look around you.
While it is a far cry from the Imperial Library in Oriflamme, in 5 short years we have amassed more volumes than most men or women might hope to see in their lifetime. No longer are the tales they contain hidden away from all but the privileged. We have liberated them, then they may fill the minds of all who hunger for knowledge. There is much more out there. As long as I draw breath, I shall continue to gather what I can. One day, a chronicle of your own adventures might even grace these shelves, or failing that, the floor. Young Mid has always been too clever by
From the
half.
moment of her very first steps.
She would roam the hideaway, tearing apart everything she laid her little hands upon. But it wasn't until she started putting those things back together again that Sid realized his daughter had been blessed with a truly special talent.
So?
Rather than see it squandered, he swallowed his pride and sent Mid to the university in Canver to study under the free city's finest machinists. That was on her 11th name day. We have reaped the benefits of her studies ever since. When she was 11, she went to university? Is that what you just said? Her inventions are a part of our daily lives here at the Hideaway, even if she herself is not.
As to why she has stayed away,
I love to hang at the Hideaway. I'm just living my life. I'm just doing my missions and talking to people. But I do love it here. I would hazard that a part of her is simply afraid. Afraid that coming home will remind her too much of what she has lost. Stop it! Stop it. Teton Crow.
did you know?
The Teton Crow's parents were both bearers. Having lived so long in a world where so much was denied to them, it could not have been easy for them to find love.
But once they had,
Oh, how brilliant did it burn. A love that only burned brighter once Teton Crow were there to bask in it, to share it.
until it was taken away,
Plunging the twins into a darkness no man or woman, let alone child, should ever have to face. A pall that will ever hang over us, as long as the man who cast it walks free.
I don't believe you've read this particular chapter before. There is a rather fascinating excerpt I've been meaning to show you.
What the? Holy Order of Shields of the Blackened Pinion. The official name of the Order of Knights established in the Imperial Province of Rosaria who persecute and purge bearers and those who shield them. Blech. Commonly known as the Black Shields, after the color of their armor, a hue seemingly chosen to differentiate this new elite order from the Silver-clad Dragoons. Unlike the heroic Dragoons, however, they are feared and loathed throughout the Imperial Province. Craig Lois, capital city of Haran, or the Iron Kingdom, located on the boiling sea inside their iron home several hundred leagues western coast of Rosaria. Its name means charred rock. Drake's Eye. Where's Drake's Eye? Mother Christopher stood in the frozen waste of the northern storm. Lands now lost to the blight. Soon after the mother first fell, tribes of the north, in a bid of desperation, marched south into Rosaria. She was dominant at their fore. A terrible battle ensued, in which fire was pitted against ice, but eventually the Phoenix and the ducal armies succeeded in driving back their invaders for a time.
If you have a question for me, I should be happy to answer it.
This is too much. Magic barriers. This is too much for me. Semi-priming. Aww. Beloved Velician fable, wherein the good knight Sir Crandall of Camelot his battle against the evil warlock Madhu. Him and his uncle. Mythos. The name by which Ultima addresses Clive. It appears to be his title for the vessel for limitless power that he means to make of the young Lord Marquess. But to what end he requires such a thing, only Ultima knows. Am I finding it? It's fun, I like it. Vessel. A name that the being known as Ultima gives to Clive. It appears to be synonymous with mythos. So true. Ew. Okay. I think that's enough.
You are always
For
welcome,
now.
Clive.
Tom says he's looking for books about Torgal.
We should
I know.
write one.
Let's write one.
Alrighty. One more. Just gotta talk to Karen.
What do you reckon Mid's going to make next?
And what can I do for you?
Oh, she didn't have anything else to say.
Ta-ra then.
Ivan's newest dish is a masterpiece.
We already heard that. Okay. And I feel like it's not too much. Like, I feel like I understand
Littlands
it
have been up
pretty
to their
well.
old tricks again.
Okay, I'm gonna stop here for 1 sec. I'll be right back, and then we will talk to our uncle. And get going. Ready? Alright, uncle. I think I'm good to go.
All right, Uncle. I'm ready to depart. Shall we?
We shall. Come, let us away to adventure.
Oh, I'm nervous. Whoa, cool. A new section. Through the desert. Whoa, cutting through. A vast arid sea of sand and stone that has been slowly consuming western Dalmekia since time immemorial. Velcro Desert. Northwestern Dalmekia. Whoa, it's bright. These little tornadoes.
I was a young man when last I walked this path.
You been here before?
There's an old trading post not far from here. The road to Drake's Fang leads through it.
The trading post it is.
Cool. Riddle of the Sands. Gifter notifications are off? No, they're not. They should work. Desert. What the heck? Hey, Alex, welcome. I like the music here.
Our destination
my
lies over
eyeballs.
that dune, beyond the ruins. Mark 'em well, Clive. It's all too easy to lose one's bearings in the sands.
So true.
Ready, go?
Good thing I have ambrosia.
Many years ago, when you were just a boy, You and I rode this way together.
Really?
Accompanying your father on a scouting expedition to Drake's Fang.
He let me come with you.
I'm not surprised you don't remember. It was just before Joshua was born. You were so eager to be there when your brother arrived that you whipped your chocobo too hard on the journey home and fell from the saddle. I shall never forget how Elwyn fussed over you as you sat in the sand, bawling like a babe.
Aww. I don't feel like going to the sides right now. I'll grab this. Hello. Yeah, he's wearing way too much leather for the desert right now.
Who do you think those soldiers were in the inn? Friends of friends, I'd wager.
Straight home now.
Not that they looked very friendly.
Some shade, that's good.
So, Lord Cook has finally made his move?
Yes. I expect that's why there's so many soldiers in town. To deal with any Imperial reprisals.
Why'd the music stop? Was I supposed to talk to anybody there? I don't feel like exploring right now. Too hot for music. I understand.
Ah, there
Whoa,
she
I
is.
love the
good
palm
old
trees.
Dalil Inn. Do you know, this heat has given me quite a thirst. Quick drink before we press on?
Fine. We'll stop at the oasis. What the heck was that? Alright, I'll kill you. Oh my god. Goodbye forever. Wait, how'd I get turned around? What? How am I down here? Wait, where am I?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Got baited by loot. So true. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Boom, boom. Finding Ambrosia? Yeah. Necessary. So bright. What's wrong? Filled with soldiers.
Look, there. Those are Ashen steeds. No doubt about it.
And such a long ride from Stonehair. Our Luda friends must be soothing their saddle sores in the inn. Shall we join them?
Saddle sores. I don't know if you even
Run
get a
along and play
chocobo, do
now,
you?
Torgal. Dogs aren't allowed inside.
Aw. Torgal's a northern wolf, though, not a desert wolf. It's gonna get too hot. You ride Nocho. Oh, so cool. Oh, he's so cool. Hi, Zailstorm. Oh, thank you so much. I love Final Fantasy now. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, we're not innocuous at all.
Good day to you. Eating?
Sorry about my pal. He only talks when his mouth's full. What do you recommend?
Well, if you're after something light, we do a fine chocobo soup with lentils and honey.
No.
2 bowls of that, then.
No,
An ale.
not the chocobo.
Right, you are?
Hey, girl!
Coming!
That's what I was gonna say. Why does he look so good with the hood on?
Pal?
My pal.
Would you rather be my squire?
My pal. Actually, that sounds really good. Pretty. Look at the jewelry. Oh, and the outfit. So pretty. Where are you going? That's our girl. I forget her name. Yota? Hello? Hello? Brother? We're right here.
Your Grace, it is plain you are not yet well enough to travel. If you would only let me take you to someone who can better attend to your ills.
No, we must press on.
No, please.
Prince Theon has returned to his camp and will soon depart for the front. I must speak with him at all costs. Miss this chance and I may never get another. You do understand that?
Yes, Your Grace. But you must at least agree to take your medicine. I'll fetch you some water.
Wait, no, I'm gonna be so sad if they just slightly miss each other. I love her. Well, she'll see me, right? She'll know. Sorry, I'm panicking. It makes me sad. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. They're spending their whole lives.
Keep watch, they tell us. But all I see is sand.
I hear they got our guest back to the Fang without any trouble. We'll be leaving soon enough.
Why the Lord Commander dragged us all this way just to save that blockhead skin, we'll never know. Dominant or not, he's a bloody idiot.
So true. Keep talking loudly.
That'll be Cooker, then.
Oh.
Well, let's get this down us. We've a long way to go.
Hey, you.
How did he hear him say that? He didn't even say it loud. Uncle, it's fine, but he did not even say it loud.
Uncle?
Sorry.
Whoa. Wait. Yota, come on. No, come on. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna lose it.
Can you walk, Your Grace?
What's wrong?
I fear trouble may be brewing downstairs.
I just want them to be together.
You two are travelers, are you not? Me and my companions are strangers here. Perhaps you'd be good enough to accompany us a while. Help us find our way.
Sorry, lads, but we've got business in camera that can't wait.
Ah, I'm sure you could spare us an hour or two.
Go on.
Friend.
It won't take that long.
afraid we don't have a moment to lose. Friend.
Oh!
Stay back, Uncle.
Gladly.
Thank you. Try it.
Can we? Oh, faked you out. Oh, sorry, I can't do it with the new stuff. Yes, I can. Never mind.
Bravo, my boy! Just like that!
Thank you so much.
It's you.
Oh. It is me. Thanks. It is me. He believed in Clive. He knew they didn't stand a chance. Oh.
For your trouble. Word of advice, miss. That soup could do with a touch more salt.
So silly. Please, Yota, please. Yota, please. Does she know though? Like, oh, the water's so pretty.
Now's our chance.
She knows what I look like, right? But like,
Your Grace?
I'm fine.
Ultima's probably detecting that he's near and he's gonna rip himself out of Joshua. That pains me. That really pains me. Oh. He feels the tickle of Ultima. Oh, he feels... Oh. The feather. Oh.
Clive?
Oh. No. Why did...
What is it now?
It's nothing. Let's go.
The carrots. That is so rude. I don't like being ships passing in the night for our entire lives with my brother. That's so sad. I agree, Galleon. I always hated cooked carrots. Oh.
Where are you?
He was right there. Why did the feather take so long?
Well, if we didn't know where to find Kupka before, we do now.
The Royalists said it themselves. Their guest is in the Fang. We should press on before any more of their friends turn up.
true. He's getting sick because he's not eating his veggies. Look at this water. Shut your mouth. So pretty here.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Here, have a taste.
Yum. Once you go flat. Looks like naan. That looks so yummy.
The most fragrant herbs and spices from the breadth of the Twins and beyond.
The finest fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Another fight.
Sorry, but the master's not here at the moment. All orders have to go through him.
Yes, ma'am.
Why is the tavern shut?
Oops.
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you.
Sorry.
The least you can do is let us clean up in peace.
Sorry, okay.
I told the guard those soldiers started it. Don't need any more trouble.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
Some out-of-towners picked a fight with the guard, I heard. Got cracked skulls for their trouble.
It would make a fine gift for your beloved. She'll look at you in quite a different light, I'm sure.
Light meat and
Kneaded
dark,
to a
fresh from
silken
the grill.
softness.
Get it while it's
like
hot.
eating a cloud with a crust.
Yummy. I'm hungry.
Made from the stoutest stoneware. Won't chip, won't crack, no matter
I'm
how
gonna buy
rocky
everything
the road.
here.
Look, Father. Hot water. But where are the bearers who heated it?
It wasn't heated by magic. It comes out of the ground like this.
Curious child, doting father.
This town is truly blessed. The bustling markets, the healing waters, and all under the watchful eye of Lord Kupka, who stands ready to crush any threat that might face us.
Ah, they've closed the road. And it's the only way from here to the Fang.
Wow, let's just
It would
climb the
seem
rocks
Lord
over there.
Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust. We've attracted quite enough unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful
Sorry, I'm
members of
just
their
assuming.
communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamil is the same.
I was just
That would
assuming.
certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
Hey Denthor, welcome. Thanks for watching on YouTube and for coming here. Appreciate that. Hello,
Looks like we won't be getting
gentlemen.
back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency is, they've shut down the whole mine for it.
Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
He's so angry.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. You're a bearer, aren't you? I was a fool to waste good coin on you.
Frick off. Hold on.
1,000 gil for a measly bunch of Gazal greens.
I named my price. If you can't pay it, that's your problem.
Inflation.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
fun.
You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalil, would you?
No.
Oh,
I can't say I do.
bummer.
Well, thank you all the same.
You tried. What about this lady?
What do you want?
Oh, pretty.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Oh.
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalil.
Never heard of her. Is that all?
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt
What
this
if
young
he's-
sprig is the person we're looking for.
It's
You
just a
said
code
Sid's contact
name.
was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience. Believe you me.
Yeah.
It's all the fault of this blasted war. The moment they find out you're from the Empire, they flat out refuse to do business with you.
Oh, I like his outfit.
Won't you come and play, handsome?
Oh. Hello.
Your arms are like iron. Are all your muscles so hard?
Well, I'd be happy to show you, provided I can afford it.
My God. Oh my God. Hey, SoCal welcome. Oh, Resident Evil 3, nice. Welcome. Oh my gosh. And a classic, it's so true. Oh, my face hurts.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
It's not a toy. Who am I speaking with? Hello.
Anything I can interest you in?
No thanks. Marcia?
An excellent choice. My thanks.
Give me that.
Thank you for your custom.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime soon.
Well, it's not like we've got a reason to. Whatever this emergency
Wheat
is, they've shut
incense,
down the whole
what's
mine.
wax candle?
Is the smithy? What? You're over here? Who am I talking to? Oh, there we go. Riverboat captain.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths.
Did I say that?
That's where you'll usually find him.
Really subtle person.
Thank you kindly.
True. Whoa.
Ask for further at the baths. If this woman you're looking for is still around, you'll know where to...
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows. Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am.
Mysterious.
Can I help you, travelers?
Hey, Toad.
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello
I'll arrange an introduction.
But if she was a close friend of mine, shouldn't we already know each other?
Silver!
Do you think we can trust him?
Only as far as I think he trusts us.
So true.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
Wait, guys.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
I can explain. Oh no. Back alley bruiser. Good thing I can light them on fire. Good thing I can go sicko mode. Oh my gosh, poor guy. New enemies. Like they're in this tiny little courtyard. Can I parry somebody? Why is everybody on the ground? Aw, man. True. Can you only combination stomp? Oh, never mind. On big guys, but never mind. Thank you, Drew. Radio, thanks for the bits as well. Drew, thanks for gifting. Welcome if you got one. Bruisers, more like bruised. Am I right? They're fine though. Yeah. Oh, I'm tired. Sorry.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Ferda?
Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
Thanks.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the men of the rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make. Our work is done. Take him to meet his precious Rosina. She will be interested to make his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Thank you.
To the Lock of Leisure, then.
To the Lock of Leisure.
I like the sound of that. I like to be leisurely.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Fresh bread, warm from the
what's-
oven.
Oh yeah.
Have a taste.
What is it?
Carpets.
Restoratives. I can't remember the word. Calmatives, curatives, restoratives?
Is this the place?
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss.
Ah, so it
That's
was
where I
the
wanted
young
to-
sprig after all.
That's where I wanted to go in the first
So
place.
much for Rosina Dalamil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
Mm-hmm.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Okay.
Lubor, Lord Ferda told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have. And so, for you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
But I'm a good doggy.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way. Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
So, what do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Thanks.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
So true.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age?
Oh, relax.
But enough of the pleasantries.
I guess that's
We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid.
Huh?
Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you.
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals.
Okay.
Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
What the heck? Don't do riddles right now. I'm tired.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him. Child's play.
Uncle, don't
Let
let
us
him get to
divide
you.
our forces, Clive. I'd rather not drag this parlor game on any longer than we need to.
All right. Good luck, Uncle.
Follow the crystals. All right, yeah.
I thought
what do
we
you
were
go
the only
do?
ones causing trouble in Dalil.
Well, let's see then. What's the other trouble, Lubor?
The misfortune Dalil finds herself in is of a crystalline nature. So do be discreet in your inquiries,
Okay. Whoa, there's a lot. Let's check this one first.
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
I never disappoint. For the best drop in Dalil, visit the final stage. Hello, what trouble are you having, merchant?
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves. Pilfering the crystals that were meant to fill our cups and light our stoves. Us common folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them, they aren't sharing.
That's rude. Hi, Hollowed. Thanks, it's going well. Lots of dialogue today. I feel like I'm talking.
There's cartloads of crystal coming out of Drake's Fang every day. Meanwhile, we're all
Yeah,
having to
but
get
where
by
is it
with
going?
half-spent shards. Someone's siphoning it off.
Gotcha. But it's going well, but I'm talking to a lot of people today. Let's go to this one next. Hello? Wait, where are you? Oh, what do you know about the crystals going missing?
Do you have a moment?
Depends what for.
Just a question. Dalil seems to be thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang, for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer.
Is that so? Hi, Barn. I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
A word of advice, traveller. You see pots like this around town, you leave them alone. Unlike where you come from, fresh water's in short supply around these parts. We store what little rainwater we get in these pots for, well, not a rainy day, but you know what I mean.
True. Oh my god, the way he's looking at her. So aggressive there. Okay, relax. He's so tall. Oh my god, the eye contact. Hello? He's so hot, I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Take a sniff, good sir.
The juiciest meat for greens-fed birds. One bite and you'll be begging for more. You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
Well, I hope you gave as good as you got.
I always do, darling. Anyway, hello?
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
Man.
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the Rock and the men of the Rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking. With pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. No, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Okay.
I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use. He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
My carpets have pride of place in Castle Dasbog. You too can live like a lord.
Let's go.
What was all
Hello, may
that
I
crashing
come in?
and banging about before?
Hi, Stucky.
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
That's me.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
I'm looking for my pal.
My
Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Has he been doing anything? Is he just...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Is he just sitting there smoking and chilling?
The inn's a mess of blood-soaked splinters, thanks to you. The least you can do is let us clean up in peace. I told the guard those soldiers started...
Oh, it was that smoking. I thought I was just gonna find him just not doing anything. Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
Oh, bribery's working. Let's go.
What are you doing, Uncle?
I should probably keep an eye on him. Protect him. Hey, Night Ranger. Yeah, it is witchery and Assassin's Creedy right now, for sure. Well, did it work? I am not.
Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry.
Oh, really?
I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd asked for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere. And pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
I would as well.
We'll meet with them then. Just as you arranged. And put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Oh my gosh.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show, one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face. I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
Perfect.
Perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support, if things turn sour.
Of course, Uncle.
Of course.
Of course. Way over there.
Let me treat you. I'm pretty flush these days.
Are you now? I need a drink.
Genuine cactuar needles. Wow, cactuar needles. Imported from across the sea. Just one prick and your little sparrow will sing. Cactuars. Where'd you get that crystal?
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out of Kupka's trough is when they want to lord it over us.
Treasure! Thank you so much. Is this where we're going? I think we have to go over that way. Final Fantasy bag right now. What the heck?
Why is the tavern shut?
Why is all the rum gone?
Master Lubor has high expectations of you. Don't disappoint him.
Oh my god, it's too bright here. My eyes hurt so bad. My eyes. I can't. Miss Cello-Melly, thank you for the prime sub. Welcome. I'm sorry if I said your name so wrong. Thank you. Whoa. The Southern Velcro Desert. Thank you for prime. Thank you so much. I am not... I'm just gonna go.
Caution, my boy.
Watch out.
Time to fight.
No, don't kill the wildlife. I know, my face is way too bright and my eyes are like getting fried. It feels like the real sun. Uh-oh. We're gonna push them in the hole. Careful. That's gonna break. Oh, it just looked cracked. Never mind.
I'll take it from here.
Yes, uncle. Of course. See, that's better. Oh my gosh, they have so much stashed. What the hell?
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution?
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Wow. That's a lot.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them.
Uncle.
Kill them both.
Careful, Uncle. Oh my gosh, be careful. Oh, I went too far.
It's not over yet, Uncle. I'm just getting warmed up.
Oops. Let me at it. All these guys are dead. Oh, sorry, there's one more. Oh, there's more. Hello? Take your time. No, I'm sorry, Chocobo. It had to be done. Anybody? Wait. Alright, that's so cool. I did. Oh, finally some more fighting. I was getting tired.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
I mean, we have a pretty good audience.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates.
What the heck?
Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is.
You tell him, Snapple.
The people of Dalimil had scarcely any means of redress against Kupka's men, let alone a foreign army. Until you two came along, that is.
Also, hi. You better not take all that.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
I don't mind. Kind of like Tyler. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. I want to wake up sometime later.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
Oh, real name. Oh, yeah.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive? I suppose it could have been worse. Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same.
Hater.
Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Double the... Ugh!
He's a little troll.
Here, wear this.
Okay. Desert rose.
Any friend
I
of
thought
mine who
it's rose.
sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Thank you.
Thank
Everyone
you,
has a seal.
Lubo.
He is so
And
sassy.
please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalimil is back in bed with Sid.
Oh. Oh.
Umia lostelan. Tu isakelis.
Cool.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive. So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold.
Thanks, Lubor.
Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not
Let's
at all.
go.
It was my pleasure.
To the south.
Come on, Uncle. Let's go.
I did it. Ba-da-da-dun-da. Yahoo! Oh, there's side quests here now? Dude, I've been doing so many today.
You wish to talk? I'm honored.
I kind of don't wish to talk. My eyeballs hurt so bad. I have to read out loud. Ask about you.
You and I...
Have more in common than you might think. Not only are we both masters of the blade, and devilishly handsome to boot, but we are both the second people to bear our respective names.
What?
You didn't think Rosanna Delamil was my own invention, did you? It was the name of my master. I inherited it from her, along with her title and her smithy. Ensuring that her name lived on was the least I could do after all she did for me. She plucked me from the streets and put my less than nimble fingers to work making blades instead of trouble.
Alas.
She was to leave my life as suddenly and unexpectedly as she had entered it. I swore to follow her in her footsteps, that I might change others' lives as she had mine. That is why I keep her forge alive, why I play the desert hare, why I care for the orphans of Dalimil. Indeed, I had thought my obligations to Renz and Drika to be most pressing concern. That is until the infamous Sid made a surprise reappearance, rather muddied the waters.
Still?
I suppose there's enough of me to go around, but do forgive me if the desert hare isn't always at your beck and call, won't you?
Ours is a blessed corner of the Velcroy.
A veritable oasis with clear running water and natural hot springs. I don't doubt that people have been... Wait, with clear running water? Then was that lady so concerned about the rainwater? I don't doubt that people have been gathering here since before the founding of the Republic. I mean, they gotta have enough water, I get it. Since it was founded, they've been gathering in even greater numbers to serve the needs of miners who are Drakesfang and the soldiers who guard it. Serve them they did, lining their coffers, far from the prying eyes and grasping fingers of the Republican excisemen. Not that edicts from Rendella carry much weight in these parts. Dalil has long been something of a law unto itself. Here those with the most money or the most friends make the rules.
At least they did.
Until Kupka built the castle of his at the heart of the Mother Crystal, Dalil has been Titan's fiefdom since then. And while his men may be liberal with their coin, they are anything but in the exercising of their authority, which, as I'm sure I don't need to tell you, is absolute.
So,
Oh my god, this is too much reading today. I did not sleep enough last night. So you see why those with the people's best interests at heart took it upon themselves to organize their own protection, my predecessor chief among them.
how very fitting.
Zamekia and Walud, partners in arms on so many battlefields, should also become partners in crime. Merchants were relieved to see them brought to justice. When we were driven almost to ruin for want of crystal. Thank you for your service. You've done them, of course. Of any idea you have done.
Of course.
As long as we remain reliant on the power of the crystals, we leave ourselves open to such exploitation. People are such greedy, needy creatures.
There's simply no other way.
Well, then I'm gonna bring down every mother crystal. Perfect. I'm working on it. Put an end to the people's thoughtless dependence upon them. Do try not to disappoint me. Fine then.
Don't be a stranger.
Alrighty. What do we have? We have 2. I mean, I have to do them. I'm just gonna blame the brightness of the desert. The heat. The heat
even
is getting
forged a
to me.
butter knife before.
It's going over your head. 3? Wait, I want to see. Holy. It's huge.
Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I.
Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
I am.
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice.
That's
Soon to be
okay.
former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware.
You can do it.
He wants me to make a carving knife, one that embodies the spirit of Dalil. Whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that or pack my bags.
I could give you a hand.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way
loves
we'll be
his
solving
riddles.
Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living. There's the butcher, of course, and any number of cooks. They're bound to have an opinion or two about the tools of their trade. All right. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you...
All right.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Perfect. I will do that. I love talking. Oh my god, stand there for 10 years. Sorry.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
Is it true what I'm
My
hearing?
carpets
The
have
men of the
pride
rock
of
are carting
place
off our
in
crystals for
Castle
themselves?
Dasbog.
It would certainly explain why we haven't been getting our fair share of late.
That makes sense. I'm making you more tired. I'm sorry. I slept really bad last night.
Needed to us.
Okay, so that's gonna be carving out a niche. But I want to talk.
Silken softness, like eating a
Oh,
cloud.
well, I guess
with
I can
crust.
talk to her. Do you use knives, Flesher? To cut your
Welcome,
meats?
sir.
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
None of your business.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp. Makes sense.
Duh. Sorry, hello?
Lights and pots!
Ooh, I want a bag.
The baths are, closed for scrubbing. Please bear with us a little longer.
Oh, okay. I think this is a different
All
quest
those
now.
years of toil, every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
What's wrong?
The baths are closed. Leave me be.
What happened? Someone pee in them?
On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalil wouldn't be enough to cool it.
Oh.
I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you.
You gotta hire a
Go
manager.
to Doznoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
Okay. All right.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulphur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
Not everyone can afford. I'm sorry, but I think he should if it's to keep his business going. So true. Not everyone's as lucky.
In all my years tending the baths, I've never known anything like this to happen. Please, find out what's gone wrong.
All right, I will. I feel like... Whoa, I didn't see all this stuff. Whoa. I love the lore, and obviously I love doing quests and learning everything and talking to everybody and doing all that. But I will say, I think it's probably because you don't really have any choice in dialogue or anything. Maybe that's what makes it a little bit tedious in this game sometimes. Like right now when I've had mostly, like it's been like all dialogue today, which I like it. But then maybe it's because I'm just listening. I mean, you could say yes or no to do a quest, but that's it. You know what I mean? So maybe that's why I'm feeling a little bit.
Hanging lantern. Ah, they've opened the gate.
Let's go.
Lubor was true to his word.
But like I have to do them because I have to know the lore and I have to know what's happening. Like I'm not gonna skip them. But maybe that's why. I think that's probably mostly why I'm feeling like I'm a little over it right now. Just because my eyes hurt from reading, my eyes hurt from the bright. So wah. I don't know if I have any hunts. They might be, unless they're unlocked now, but I've done them all.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Yeah.
Hunter, why?
I just need a little better
I have a
pacing in
question.
this section.
Can you tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on
Strong
the
and
hunt.
sharp. Got
Your
it.
knife snaps every time you use it. You'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation. Let's hope Sava had better luck than I did.
Uh-oh, I see fireballs up there. I like doing side quests too, it just depends. Just right now, I'm feeling a little tired from
We
it,
can make our way back to the Fang now, at least.
I would say. Oh, yeah, that problem in Mass Effect. See, Mass Effect is like the most I've gotten into, probably. Like the deeply that I've gotten into an RPG. Like I love Witcher 3 as well, though. And I loved Fallout 3 in New Vegas like 10 years ago. But like Mass Effect, oh my god, it just grabbed me.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
Hello, they said to make it sharp and strong. Isn't that riveting? Just kidding.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
Yeah.
I didn't have much luck either.
True.
All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light.
Okay.
Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but I have to make a start soon. I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Lubor wouldn't like that much.
True.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light. Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to. A merchant. A favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy.
Perfect.
I bet she'd know a thing or two.
There you go. Okie dokie. Up here. Alex, thanks for the sub. Needs Queen's blood, honestly. But yeah, no, I've been fine with the pacing in this game so far. Just this part is a little slow today, but
Fly, Ambrosia.
Oh, I still need to play Cyberpunk. I only played when it first came out. I only played like the first hour or two, and then I gave up, which is also what I did the first time I ever played Witcher 3. So I definitely want to go back to Cyberpunk in the next year or so and actually play it. Like, I like the stuff, though, in the hideaway, though, because I'm really connected to them. These people I'm not as connected to, but, you know.
I expect that's
you know
why
what I mean?
there's so many soldiers.
Oops. It's fine, but maybe feel slower because it's coming off the back of lots of hideaways. Yeah, exactly. And maybe that's just how I timed it, I guess. Well, no, because I did big stuff and then I did the stuff when it's available, and then, like, yeah, they just needed something bigger in between it, or, like, for sure.
To deal with any Imperial...
And like I said, I just didn't sleep, so I'm sleepy. I'm tired. Hello.
Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but...
Hey, Pokemon.
You tell him.
What?
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options.
Okay.
They're just not that viable.
Oh.
Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalimil?
Oh.
Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it? Make it lighter.
Genius.
What are you getting at?
The spirit of Dalil.
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalimil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalimil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it! I don't suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me.
Go ahead.
But...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now.
I'll help you.
Besides, I want to know if this is the answer to Lubor's little riddle.
Me too.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly.
I hate to ask, but I will.
So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the furnace?
He really doesn't know anything. Perfect. Hi, Uncle. Hi, Doggy. All right, perfecto. Okay, back down here. Excellent. Aw, Chocobo. What was I gonna say? My favorite character in this game? I mean, I love Clive. I love Sid. I love Annabella. Just kidding.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Is it true what I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Yeah, Annabella's the best.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven. Yeah, have a taste.
Not. No, I don't know. Am I still tired from the trip? Yes. I had not relaxing. It wasn't a vacation at
We
all.
can make our way back to the
It was a trip. And it was not relaxing whatsoever. I need an actual day off so bad.
We should get going soon. Do you have water?
I am so mentally exhausted.
Ah,
well, we're going.
I'm not too
Wait,
late.
I was doing side stuff though.
What is it, Lubor?
I'm not leaving.
A question that I neglected to ask earlier.
What?
Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought.
Finish him.
Then allow me to share a secret.
Oh, okay.
Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If you're determined to beard the lion's den, then promise me one thing. That you will enter via the mines, where the guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Stop it.
Well,
I don't.
So long as you have a plan.
He's talked about dying so many times. I don't like it. I hope it's not foreshadowing. What if it is? Don't tell me. I know I miss Benedicta. Oh, I like the music out here.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
We shall. Okay, that was perfectly good though. Because now I've got these here. Give me this. Give me the limestone. Thank you so much. Look at how pretty the blue and the white is. Oh my gosh.
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Seven needs.
How do I get... Oh, I have to go all the way around to get there. Oh, the stupid fireballs. What are those? Oh, those are like ancient balls too. Mako infused water. Yeah. I like this music.
Come on, girl. The gate's open now. We can press on. Don't tell me you put down roots.
It's so bright here too, though. Ow, my poor eyeballs. What did I do on my trip? Sorted through the things in my parents' house because we're selling it. And my dad died a couple years ago, so it was traumatic.
Trader, are you? Seeking your fortune down in the golden sands of Dalil? From mercantile stock myself, as it happens. You'd never guess, I was born just down the road in Dravost. And like me old ma and pa, I've been wandering the world hunting Gilbard's blessing ever since. Reckon I might have found it too. You've heard about the famous healing waters they got round these parts, right? Well,
go in the water.
I'm thinking, if I can find a little pool of my own, dress it up a bit, lay on drinks and fancies and whatnot, I'd have a license to mint Gil. Soothing your aches and pains with a grape in your gob and a glass in your hand.
Grape in
There's
your gob.
nothing people wouldn't pay.
Oh my
I
god.
do. Trader, are you?
Okay,
Seeking
sorry.
your fortune down in the
I did have lobster. I had a couple lobsters actually, and fried clams. It was so good. When in Maine, you know. The guy is so random. Like, live your life though. Love it. Yeah, it was real good. Thank you. It's okay. And then I was stuck in the airport. Well, not for 3 days, but it took me 3 days to travel home when it should have only taken 1. So that was special. So it just kept getting.
Something awful's taken up
I
residence
was a
in the
weary
springs.
traveler.
You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Oh. I don't know what's good for me. Let's go. Alaskan king crab's better. I'd have to have it. I don't know if I've ever had like real fresh good king crab, you know. I've only had the real fresh good lobster. Bum 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 bum. Never had lobster. It's pretty good. Alright, time to kill some balls.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Oh my god, wait. I just remembered earlier the balls thing. And now. That was so silly. Oh my gosh.
It's over.
I missed. Did someone attack me or something? Self-destruct, I dare you. Hey. Did the bombs even attack you? Oh, I just parried an attack, so I guess they do. Oh, that was
Out of the
clean.
frying pan.
I eat it without butter now. I still like it. It's probably just nostalgic for me though. Hey! Old Faithful. Oops. Hey, I'm trying to do the parry. Don't do that.
To me, boy.
Okay, I underestimated my enemies.
Help me, boy. Outstanding.
Don't do that. Woo! I have not been precision dodging enough today, that's my problem. Take this.
Help me, boy.
Awaken winds!
Whoa, what? That was scary sounding. Dude, I feel like I need to wear sunglasses right now. It's crazy. For real, though.
Let's cool things down a bit.
Byron, that was a cool
Let's hope
pose.
it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Oh, I was not even paying attention. Sorry, I'm like falling asleep right now because I need help. That's what was boiling the baths. That makes sense. All the fireballs. That makes sense. That's funny. Oh, it's so pretty over here, though. Fireballs gotta bathe too. Then they would die. They'd be put out. Nice, mystical, nice.
There he is.
Ah,
the
that's
man who saved my business.
You're welcome.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected,
Just
that's
some
for certain.
big balls. Sorry.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about.
Sorry.
But I burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
Did it? Nice. Hot water. What'd you give me? In my head, I was like, please, please be the Scarletite that I need and make this quest worth it. And it did. Let's go. I need that. And then I'll have the 2 pieces of the dragon, whatever it's called. Ignition cooldown. Nice. See, they're always worth it, Chad.
It's just as well I sent you to the terraces in my stead.
And we saved this guy's...
Sounds like I'd have been burnt to a crisp.
Manifested so true. Oh, nice, Michael. Thank you. Can you in your head wish I didn't have a headache? Yeah, let me manifest that for you real quick.
The, scrubbing is almost finished.
Oh, the scrubbing.
We appreciate your patience.
Made from the stoutest stoneware.
I got you.
Kneaded to a silken soft. The most
Honestly, I feel like I usually make your headaches worse, though, so I'm gonna try my best. Ow, it got worse. Wait, no! I'm sorry.
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Here's your lime.
You are one of the good ones, you know that?
Thanks.
You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
I bet it is. Wow, that's cool looking.
That'll do, I reckon. A knife forged from the very rocks of Dalimil. Her spirit, if you will.
It's a fine-looking blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue. And just as well. I was getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we?
Stabs him with it. Just
First
kidding.
things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalimil?
I do.
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed?
Just tell us.
It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
Oh.
And I was so certain I had it all worked
You're
out.
insufferable.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative.
Okay, that's good.
Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalimil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies.
True.
Rule number 1 in any business, Sava.
Know your customers.
Know your customers.
So true.
Yes, Forge
Gotta
Master.
make it affordable.
This is just about passable. But only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer.
Aw, well, success.
Starting tomorrow,
then.
you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will.
Aw.
Thank you.
Aw. Okay, sorry for being sassy.
I was wondering,
At you.
what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Okay.
There goes a master, all right.
Aw.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
Okay.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much for the Forge Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalimil had nothing to do with limestone or anything much at all.
Well,
Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
that's what I've been
You
saying.
passed your test. That's all that matters. You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
Aw. I think you've embodied the spirit of Dalimil yourself, mister. I think you've done it. More for you? No, I'm forgiving.
Thank you, Clive. I honestly don't think I could have done it without all your help.
Okay, now that made me happy.
I hear you and the Master are working together now. Glad to have you on board.
You wish to talk? I'm honored. Farewell
Okay,
now.
sassy. Alright, I did it. That's funny. Oh my gosh. The jaw. The sickle. Fields of Karava. There's so much. I know they do. Okay, I'm gonna stop here though so I don't be a crybaby anymore. So I don't be a little whiner. But that was fun. I just need a nap. Guys always make exactly. That's why I do them. That's why I do them. I gotta craft the other piece though. But I'm gonna go chill. This will be good, and then I'm sure we'll get into some more main. Well, that was a lot of main story. It just was like a little journey. So I'm sure we'll get further next time. But thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Thanks for watching on YouTube later. I'll be back on Friday. It's my day off tomorrow, Thursday. I think I will not do bonus Thursday because next week I'm gonna be streaming I think every day Friday to Wednesday. So I'm already gonna do like a bonus stream next. Yeah, right? Wait, what's happening? Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, I think I might. Because I'm going to be off Thursday to Sunday next weekend. Because, you know. So, yeah. Did I just save? There we go. Thank you. All right, Drew. I'll see you later. Have a good trip. Thanks, y'all. I'll see you on Friday. Have a great night. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you later. Thanks again. Bye.